way, Elder, last 4 starts, 3-0, 1.88 ERA. That's under 2. That's great, okay? And so this has been a nice stretch for him, and we're talking about this because many of you, most of you, all of you didn't believe in this pitching staff when we started the season. We all said Chris Sale and who? Ronaldo Lopez, Grant Holmes, Bryce Elder, and Jose Suarez. Who's that? That's how we started the season, guys. And now, again, take out Suarez, insert Martin Perez, who'll be on the hill tonight, and the belief is this is enough to get us to the World Series. 404-726-0929. Win streak is nice. Braves are rolling. They've won 5 out of their last 6 series since the break. Remember, we said, man, what are they going to do after the All-Star break? And Mike and I were so concerned about this 17-day stretch of games that we thought, well, if they lose a bunch of these games, they certainly won't do anything at the trade deadline. If they win, which they did, and maintain first place, well, what does that mean?
Well, we thought it was going to certainly impress upon Alex that it was worth doubling down on and go get those starting pitchers. And he didn't really do that.
No.
Well, I mean, again, unless you're big fans of Malley from the Giants, but we kept him off the Phillies roster, apparently. Okay.
Keep away.
That's another way. These things are getting spun. Okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him in action. Suter seems like a good guy. Seems like he's a hell of a dancer in the locker room. There's a lot of folks who've seen the video. Some other teams he's been like with Cincinnati or St. Louis, wherever he was, dancing around the locker room in the clubhouse. Hey, man, we'll see what these guys are about. We didn't know anything about Soler or Jock Peterson, or Rosario at that stage in 21. And I guess Alex is going to try to moneyball the pitching. If A.J. Smith-Shawver can come back and I think he's got one more rehab start? Yes. Down in Gwinnett.
That's another guy.
Another starting Gwinnett, I should say. I think Grant told us that was the plan. All right, and hopefully he can contribute. Because look, you're not going to see Waldrop. I don't think you're going to see Strider.
Nope.
And those are all guys that were sort of dependent on coming through for you back in Northport at spring training.
Yeah, Smith-Shawver was the other guy, you're right, that I didn't mention, who was on the IL to start the season. We had 5 potential starters on the IL. That's why this is so curious. And that's why now I'm having a hard time believing that the switch has been flipped. That all of a sudden now we're going to get these kinds of outings. God, I hope so. From these guys when that's not traditionally what we've gotten. Let's talk to Billy in Cartersville. He wants to join the conversation. You're on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. You won't believe it. It's an old friend of yours, and he had...
Hey, your phone's crapping out. Hold on. We can't hear a word you're saying, brother. I'm sorry. I don't want to miss the anecdote.
Yeah, because he said you're not going to believe this, and then he had my attention.
And generally, that's a great conversation starter. It sucks me in.
You're not going to believe this.
It's like when I always say, with all due respect, an insult is coming.
It's coming.
My ears prick up.
Yeah. So, Billy, let's get him on hold here, and we'll grab him back, because I do want to hear what he has to say. You guys can join the conversation as well. Text us at the same number, 404-726-0929, or you can call. But that's the thing. That's where this is at. Falcons, by the way, off day today. I'm going to let you hear a little bit from Bijan Robinson talking about his contract. Kirby and the Dogs at camp. It has started. Mike Griffith's going to join us coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that as we talk Dogs and college football. But this has just gotten interesting because it gives you the sense of, and I think it's a false sense of security myself, but it gives you that sense like, hey, everything's going to be all right. This pitching staff's going to kill it, and we're going to be really good. The only day that I feel that way is every 5th day when Chris Sale's on the hill.
Right.
That's it. Other days, my fingers are crossed, and I got like one eye closed, and I'm going, is it going to be all right? What's going on? So, and by the way, Didier Fuentes, Mike, out of the bullpen, out of the pen, he picked up his second save last night.
You know me. I'm not saying that Jerry Ritchie's not going to be the guy. I just think that he's got the higher upside. I think Fuentes has got electric stuff. The ball the way it moves and everything. I just can't wait to see him. But he's so young. That's the thing. He's just very, very young. You got to take your lumps. But they've had him in high leverage, what we used to call pressure.
Yep.
Pressure situations, and 9 times out of 10, he responds.